Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, they knew. They knew. It's no way they didn't know. They knew about Vince McMahon's sex trafficking and sexual assault implicating Brock Lesnar, John Laurinaitis. This thing is about to explode, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's going to explode. Listen to this. Law firm launches website for victims. Website for victims and witnesses of the abuse at WWE. We're talking about Janelle Grant. We're talking about Ashley Mazzario. She committed suicide. She hung herself. She put something around her neck like this chain and literally hung herself like that. That's how crazy this is. Enter the arena. Club New Genesis Entertainment, the number one, the realest, that's the key, realest for professional wrestling news source. Listen, let's read this right now. Case IC, the 2002 hush money scandal involving Vincent Kennedy McMahon led to federal investigation of WWE's former chairman and CEO. It's now believed the investigation includes broader claims of sexual abuse by McMahon, including the ones alleged in Janelle Grant's sex trafficking lawsuit that names McMahon, his former lieutenant John Laurinaitis, and WWE itself and defendants. It's all led to Chicago-based law firm Pentis and Mullins, which promotes itself as one of the nation's leading law firms fighting sexual abuse, launching the WWEsettlements.com website. Via the state, the firm runs by attorneys William Pentas and Laura Mullins encourages anyone was sexually assaulted in the WWE, sex traffic, made to feel uncomfortable or witness sexual abuse by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Vince McMahon, his picture is up there. His mugshot soon, I promise you his mugshot will be put up. We finally get vindication here at Enter the Arena. Or anyone from WWE, UFC to tell their story as they may be entitled to significant compensation. From WWEsettlements.com, WWE founder Vincent Kennedy McMahon under investigation for exploitation and sex trafficking. Vincent Kennedy McMahon and WWE UFC are under investigation for sexual assault and sex trafficking. After former employees of WWE UFC came forward with allegations of profoundly disturbing misconduct. According to recent lawsuit, the founder and other leaders forced employees to participate in sexual acts by threatening to terminate their employment and share intimate images of them. Can you believe that? We revealed that Vince McMahon, to leverage Brock Lesnar in 2020, had Janelle Grant actually urinate. Can you believe something that nasty? And he watched it. And that's why he's being removed from the WWE entirely. There's a Netflix documentary coming out on Vince McMahon that's going to reveal everything. Vice is going to release a documentary revealing everything. And guess who else is going to release a documentary? And you can only hear that here at Enter the Arena and Club New Genesis Entertainment. It's going to be Peacock. Can you believe that? Peacock. Peacock is going to release a documentary on Vince McMahon and the WWE sex trafficking and sexual assault, with Vince McMahon gang raping Janelle Grant and Ashley Mazzario hanging herself committing suicide because she was raped. Peacock is going to release that. And you know why Peacock is going to release it? Because the WWE is leaving them to go to Netflix. Isn't that funny? They're leaving to go to Netflix and Netflix is releasing a documentary on them anyway. But Peacock is going to put the nail in the WWE. Vice and even Netflix, the person that they're going with, is going to screw Vince McMahon and the WWE over. Stephanie knew about it. Triple H knew about it. Remember, in my opening monologue, I always say this because Triple H and Stephanie said bad things about Don Juan Banks and Enter the Arena. Everybody that watched Enter the Arena in the past, I'm telling you, you better subscribe and come back. And also go to Club New Genesis Entertainment. We got rid of the fake people at Enter the Arena. They're gone. If you want to hear about what happened to them, go on Club New Genesis. We're not going to let their negativity and vibe destroy what we got going here. Our dream has finally come true of the UFC and the WWE being covered under one banner of Endeavor, The Rock taking over creative, and CM Punk making his return. So Don Juan Banks is back. Wrestling is back. Affirmation, confirmation, deliberation, information, organization. If it ain't legit, you're at a severe deficit, too legit to quit. If it doesn't fit, you must have quit. Triple H is going to go down for this sexual assault lawsuit because Stephanie McMahon knew it and he was hitting her clip. You got to be in it to win it. Cody Rhodes' story is going to come to an end because he has no promo ability. He's carried by the fanboys and the crybaby, and he talks with a lisp. And pull up on Don Juan Banks if you really want to be with it. Upload a video on Don Juan Banks. Go live one-on-one with Mr. Pay-Per-View, the multi-million-dollar man, simply the best. Go one-on-one with Don Juan Banks. I beat the best. I've been in the ring with the best. I've been on YouTube with the best. I've retired every single one of them. So why won't you step up to the dictator? Come on and look at this. Look at the way I look. Look at where I've ascended to. You can't be like me. You Cody Rhodes fanboys, y'all ain't got nothing on me. The Rock is in here. CM Punk is in here. We're taking this back to the Attitude Era. We're taking over. And Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H are going to pay for every single thing you ever said about the Don Juan Banks. Trust and believe I will not go to sleep one night until I put you where you belong. And that is in jail, pussy. This is not the first time, courtesy of KSIC, Vince McMahon or WWE UFC have faced accusations of sexual abuse. In 1992, Rita Chatterson, the first female referee, came forward with allegations that she was raped by Vincent Kennedy McMahon while traveling with him in his limousine. Now, if you go look up Inside Edition, Vince McMahon raped her and forced her to perform fellatio, allegedly. In 2002, investigators seized documents and discoverable non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, and multi-million-dollar payouts covering up sexual misconduct. Thousands of abused women are speaking up every year to receive the compensation and justice they deserve. Fill in the form above to call us today for a confidential and free conversation with one of our female attorneys. Yes, you can call this number. We'll try to put it in the description box of how you can sue WWE, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, Stephanie McMahon, and Triple H. That's why Rock is going to get them out. Now, a lot of people believe that Rock is not essentially going to get them out, but Ariel Manuel, The Rock, TKO, and Endeavor, regardless if Triple H just signed was there with Michael Chandler and Conor McGregor, we're going to do a video on that. He's still going to get what his just due. Bret Hart's wife, Bret screwed Vince McMahon back in 2024 for what he did to the 1997 Montreal screw job. And guess what? Remember Bret Hart's ex-wife in the Wrestling with Shadows documentary? She said Triple H was always going to get what he deserved for screwing Bret Hart back then. And guess what? Triple H is no longer the King of Kings. And he should never be called the King of Kings because the only one and only King of Kings is Jesus Christ. He's not Jesus Christ. He's not. And and Jesus Christ is the Son of God. I'm not going to go into all that right now, but I'm going to tell you this. Triple H got a defibrillator in his heart. Like this, you see here, this is in his heart. This keeps Triple H heart beating. If they take the defibrillator out of his heart, he drops dead. Boom, he's dead. Simple as that. He doesn't want Don Juan Banks to come on and tell that. But guess what? He still want to get in the ring with The Rock. He still want to get in there and see CM Punk because he wants it to all surround him, the chief content officer. Yeah, right. Per the firm's website, Pennis and Mullis has been in business for 35 years and represents clients nationwide, worldwide. We're live. The only way that you can do it. With A+ rating from Better Business Bureau. Several class action lawsuits sprung up in the wake of the initial hush money allegations against Vincent Kennedy McMahon after he forced his way back into the WWE to facilitate its sale to Endeavor. So that's why he did the deal with Endeavor, and he's transferring his assets and his ownership to Stephanie and Triple H so they can keep a stock in the company, a percentage in the company, so they can continue to try to influence the storylines. But you got Ariel Emanuel, Khan, The Rock, and Endeavor trying to get Triple H and all of them out of there with the sexual assault lawsuit. And that's what's going on behind the scenes. You can even go on, I didn't get this from Vince Russo, but you can go on Vince Russo, and Vince Russo podcast even stated that Triple H is not going to be with the WWE any longer. But when Don Juan Banks says it, people comes to Don Juan Banks and say, oh, you're full of cap and you don't know what you're talking about. But everybody else in YouTube can say it. But the moment that I say it, then there's a problem. But those were from an investor perspective and not focused on alleged abuse. So they're saying Vince returning was just to sell the company off, which led to McMahon's resignation, him quitting, which we covered, from the WWE or its new parent company, TKO, and SK size seats. And then you can go on. Yes, we do research here. I have credentials. I'm not stupid like Sean Views. And I don't even know where they got. What Sean Views, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Sean Views, where is he? Where is he? Where is he at? Stephanie McMahon, law firm launches website to help victims of Vince McMahon or anyone from WWE, and the UFC is helping them too. Endeavor. And then we go back, we go to Wrestling Inc. And this is coming from Wrestling Inc. This is not coming from me, you dumb douches. And mainly I'm going to tell you who it is. It's the Cody Rhodes fanboys and crybabies. And then it's people from the past that didn't want Don Juan Banks to come on and express any feelings that he might have had. Why wouldn't they want Don Juan Banks to come on here and express himself, referring to me as a bald, cursing at me, a bald B, saying that they're making live videos about me, that they're going to challenge me one-on-one, beat me up, hurt my family, do things like this. Why would somebody want to say things about that about me? Why? Because they know. I remember it's people from the past that never wanted me to come on either because I won, and they don't like the fact that I won. Dave Mesker believes former WWE executive Stephanie McMahon. This is the breaking professional wrestling news. I want to give a shout out to Walt Weasley too for calling it right that Vincent Kennedy McMahon is going to face civil and criminal charges. Stephanie McMahon is going to face civil and criminal charges if she is implicated. That automatically implicates Triple H, and he's fired. Dave Mesker believes former WWE executive Stephanie McMahon knew about Ashley Mazzario's claims. She knew. WWE is currently under a microscope following a sexual misconduct lawsuit against the company. Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis by Janelle Grant. Running perpendicular to Grant's case has been the reemergence of former WWE star Ashley Mazzario's sexual assault allegations made in 2016 when she alleged that she was drugged and sexually assaulted by members of the U.S. Armed Forces while on tour with WWE in Kuwait. That was the war back then. In 2006. She also alleged that Vince McMahon abused her. It was one story that her, John Laurinaitis, and somebody else was in a room. She was gangbanged, and she was banging on the door for somebody to help. She alleged that WWE superstars walked right by and did absolutely nothing. Now, they may have not known what was going on in there, but she was getting gangbanged by Vince McMahon, John Laurinaitis, and other WWE superstars. They gangbanged her. She also alleged that Vince McMahon abused her, but WWE denied any knowledge of her claims. Yeah, Yeah, for real. Yeah. Following her suicide in 2019, it's since emerged that not only were WWE executives aware of Mazario's claim, but there was an active attempt to dissuade her from continuing her pursuit. Furthermore, a friend of Mazzario has claimed that former CEO Stephanie McMahon spoke to her about the incident only for the WWE board to subsequently threaten her into silence. Dave Metzger addressed the situation as it pertains to Stephanie McMahon during Wrestling Observer Radio, reporting that he had heard from WWE talent. She knew, and Triple H knew. And you got Sunny that killed somebody and she's in jail. You got China, who started doing porn. These were women. Sable, who was sexually trafficked into a marriage with Brock Lesnar. All of this is starting to come out. But you know who they blame it on? They don't blame it on any of the podcasts. They don't blame it on Vince McMahon, Stephanie, and Triple H. They don't blame it on any of the fans. They don't blame it on Dave Metzger. They blame it on Don Juan Banks. Why would you sit up there and blame it on me and say I'm the reason why all this is happening? No, I'm not the reason. I've been knew it was happening. That's why they wanted to get me off of the air. Now Vince McMahon is going to get what he deserves. What goes around comes around. Vincent Kennedy McMahon, you sexually assaulted these women. Major law, look, Chicago law firm Ringside News reaches out to abuse victims, witnesses, and victims linked to Vince McMahon. It's all in a documentary, backstage update on the Vince McMahon documentary that's going to be on Netflix. It's everywhere. Vince is done. Stephanie knew about it, and she's done. And guess what that means? Legit. Triple H fired. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. He knows it. That's why he was with Michael Chandler. When Chandler called out Connor, that's the next video we're going to do. What I want you to do, we're on 2 channels now. Don Juan Banks is back. Wrestling is back. The Rock is back. CM Punk is back. We all came back because we're taking wrestling from this fake anime era with the Cody Rhodes crybabies that I did a video on them and I destroyed them. I ended the Cody Rhodes story right then and there. It doesn't matter if he faces Roman Reigns. It doesn't matter. The biggest match in WrestleMania history is The Rock versus Roman Reigns. The Rock hold up an L. Is that an L for losers or a gun? He was pointing right to Roman Reigns. A lot of Cody Rhodes fanboys left Cody Rhodes because it was revealed that Cody Rhodes was a small little guy who spoke with a lisp and that he wasn't what he was made out to be. And even Cody Rhodes wants to release his story of that. He doesn't want to do the story anymore. He wants to be a heel. So he doesn't even want the story no more because he doesn't want to end up like Daniel Bryan with the We Too movement. Yes, yes, yes. The Me Too movement, the Yes movement is stupid. The Cody Rhodes movement, we want Cody. He doesn't want to go out like that, but you stupid Cody Rhodes fanboys is making a man go down a path that he never will come back from. So we're going to do a video on Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler being with the Fire Triple H. Take the time to subscribe below. We're going to Miami. And we're going to do big time videos at the Versace Mansion. We're going to have our own suite paid for by the investors in Don Juan Banks. Into the Arena's back. We got rid of all the trash. The trash has been taken out. We got a new vice president, Mike Ovo. We have consultants. I'm not going to put Walt Weezy as one of the consultants. We have consultants and we have a group of investors. And we're going to go to #1 on YouTube once again. And the investors, they give Don Juan Banks whatever he needs. Whatever Don Juan Banks needs to go live on air, live, the only way you can do it. And you got to subscribe because I'm coming after you, Vince McMahon. I'm coming after you, Triple H. I'm coming after you, Stephanie McMahon. We're out with the old and in with the new. If I'm going to be on here day in and day out covering professional wrestling, what that means is that I got to hold professional wrestling right in your face. In the palm of my hands. Nobody who can go on YouTube today, because a lot of people that I got rid of a long time ago, they've been banned from YouTube. I'm not banned, and I never will be banned, because the people who did this to me, Stephanie Man, Triple H, and Vince, is going to be banned. And they're going to get what they deserve. Take the time to subscribe.